I want to get one of these things.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna put my. Yeah, put your iPhone on. Let's put this on here.
All right. Feel like you're participating.
So we have a few questions for you guys.
All right, shoot. We can't tell you much though because.
No comment.
So, which of your characters is more worthy of Emma's affections?
Straight into the deep
Yeah,
end. There's no. Didn't even buy me flowers first.
I'm not sure that's. I don't think either one of us could answer that, but I don't think that's for us to decide either. You know.
I think they both in their own minds have. I mean, first off, I'll preface it. I don't know if Hook and Emma are a thing or not. I know that they have a connection, but I think both of them would feel that they both have a reason and deserve to have love. I think.
Yeah, I think it they would each sort of claim if it were to be a if that were to be a like a debate, it would be spirited to say the least. I'm sure.
Are there any crossovers planned for Wonder Woman?
We've no idea.
Yeah.
Basically, we've got. We've only read up to episode 2 of
our show. Forget
show,
about their
so
show.
We don't know yet if there is. I'm sure that maybe. I mean, that's probably a question for Eddie and Adam actually.
Yeah.
They'll sort of tell you in a roundabout way. They'll say, but we don't know.
So you guys are both going in 2 different places when the season starts, presumably. Can you tell us where your characters are as the season picks up?
Well, basically, it starts off right where it left off. The ship goes down to Neverland, and Neil goes to the fairy
Wake
tale.
up on a beach and fairy tale end,
and that's exactly we start exactly where we stopped.
But we're all of us are trying to get to the one single point, and that's wherever Henry is.
Yeah, he's trying to save Henry. So it's it's interesting because you've got 3 villains and 3 goodies on this ship. Is that the right word?
Oh yeah, goodies. Yeah.
I don't know. Not free stuff, but goodies. And so they all have to try and band together in some way to have for the greater good to get Henry. And it'll be interesting to see from that perspective how that works out. And then obviously, Neil, when he finds out about Henry, he's going to want to. He's only just found out that he's his son.
Yeah, literally I think in the overall timeline, just a few days ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I say at one point, like, not bad for day 3 as a dad, and I screw things up, as dads are prone to do. So it's really been, very short amount of time. But that's also, for Neil, that was the thing that he's been looking for, through all of it, was that sense of family.
For a character that was so happy to be away from magic and fairy tales, what's it like for your character now that he's in the middle of it all over again?
It's a means to an end, and the ends justify the means, I think, for me, in terms of not in terms of killing or anything like that, but I don't like magic, but if it helps me get to my son and the woman that I love, then I'll absolutely, I'm not gonna withdraw on moral obligation here, sort of.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think he could be mad? Because he's from the magic. Does he have any? I wonder, does he have any magic? Is he magical in any way? That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, my thing on that is.
Am I allowed to ask questions?
Absolutely. I was actually going to ask that same question.
I didn't have any magic at 14 when my dad became the Dark One, and I wasn't interested in magic. I saw him become this monster that wasn't my dad, and I just wanted this sense of family. I wanted my dad. I was a kid who was scared, and and he let me go, and so. I don't think if he has any in him, he hasn't cultivated it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I'd be interested to see.
We're talking deadly serious about magic, and we're too.
I know. Yeah. And we're both wearing vests.
We're both wearing vests. Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see in Never, because obviously you're going to find out a little bit more as to what happened in Neverland and Hook in Neverland, and I'm sure that we find out more about Bearfire in Neverland and how that is, because they've spent hundreds of years in this place, and Neverland is a magical place as well. And you know, obviously with Peter Pan and stuff, it'd be interesting to see. It's like you said earlier on. You know, he's not a well-liked guy. Nobody seems to have anything good to say about Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about what Neverland is like in the first episode?
It's very. I mean, it's full of the characters that you would expect to be in Neverland, and it's a very magical place. It's also it's very different in the way that Eddie and Adam can do spin on it. So it's very different. It'll be, you know, people will be interested to see how dark it is, and you know, the Lost Boys and stuff like that are there. And they're very different than the Lost Boys that we've known before. I don't particularly, from Hook's point of view, it's not a place that he wants to go back to. He, you know, even though he spent time there to learn how to kill Rumpelstiltskin, he was glad to get out of there, and he just does not want to be back there.
It's a bad neighborhood, for sure.
It's not a nice place.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.